Welcome to my channel, Rashmi Jadhav. As we know, in part 1, we have already discussed about the classifications of research designs. We will recall it shortly. As we know, there are three main types of research designs: quantitative research designs, qualitative research designs, and mixed method research designs, right? So, in quantitative research designs, we can see experimental research design, quasi-experimental research designs, and pre-experimental research designs. So, today in this video, we will talk about experimental designs. To understand the experimental designs, right? First, we have to understand its characteristics. Because experimental designs are depend upon these characteristics, so it's necessary to learn the characteristics first. First characteristic is manipulation. Manipulation means when researcher have conscious control of the independent variable and where he do some changes in the independent variable and he observe the effect of independent variable on dependent variable. In other words, it is conscious act by researcher where researcher do variation in the independent variable and observes the effect that manipulation has on the dependent variable. Another example, suppose if we assess the effect of gentle massage on the level of a pain, then in this example, providing gentle massage to experimental group and withholding gentle massage in control group is considered manipulation of independent variable. Means we provide gentle massage to 50 subjects of experimental group and not providing gentle massage to another 50 subjects of control group, right? This is the example of manipulation of the intervention if we compare both the groups, where the effect of this manipulation is observed on the level of pain in both the groups. Clear? Next important feature we will understand, that is control. What is control? Right? Control means the use of control group for the comparison. Control is another essential element of true experimental design. The subjects in the control and experimental group are similar in numbers and characteristics, but the subjects in the control group receive no any intervention and in experimental group they receives intervention. We can see three types of control or control groups. First is negative control, second clear control, and third is positive control. Let's see negative control. We say negative control in which subjects in control group neither receive any placebo treatment or any other type of treatment or intervention. Means in negative control, subjects don't receive any treatment. Next is clear control. In this type of control, subjects receive placebo treatment. Placebo treatment means which has no any therapeutic effect. Third is positive control. In this type of control, subjects receives any traditional or alternative treatment. For example, if researcher is conducting a study on the effectiveness of betadine versus hydrogen peroxide, right, on the pin site infection, here the subjects of control group receives hydrogen peroxide as an alternative treatment, right? So this is positive control. The third and the last characteristic is randomization. Randomization is a process of random selection of subjects in experimental and control group, where every subject has an equal chance of being assigned to experimental or control group. Why we do random selection? Because it eliminates the chances of selection bias in the research. No bias occur in selection, that's why we do randomization. It makes experimental and control group homogeneous and equal. For the random selection, we are using many techniques, right? First is simple randomization, Second, block randomization. Third, stratified randomization. Fourth, covariate adaptive randomization. In the simple randomization, we can see the following techniques. The first, flip of coin, then shuffle deck of cards, then throwing a dice and a random table. See the example of flip of coin. In this, we flip the coin for head. Subjects are assigned to first experimental group, and for tail, subjects are assigned to control group. Next, shuffle deck of cards. In this, we make cards giving them numbers. If even number appears, subjects are assigned to experimental group, and if odd number appears, subjects are assigned to control group. Next is throwing a dice. We all know how to play Ludo like that. In this also we throw a dice. If number comes below and equal to 3, subjects will be assigned to experimental group, and if dice number comes above 3, subjects are assigned to control group. Next is a random table. In this we can make random table of numbers of subject. It can be computer assisted random table also. Like this we can generate random table with the help of computer. See the example here. There are two sets, right? Group number 1 and group number 2. Total subjects we are having 40. 40 subjects we have to divide in two groups, experimental group and control group. In this, computer randomly selects the numbers and divide it into two groups. For the random table, you can go to this link and create your own random table. Next is block randomization. In simple randomization, there is a chance that unequal number of subjects may get selected in each group. So to prevent this, we can use block randomization. It is used in two treatment situations where sample size for the two treatment group are to be equal in characteristics. Suppose we take the example of simple randomization, in that throwing a dice, right? By throwing a dice, subjects in one group we can get more and subjects in another group we can get less. So to prevent this, we are using block randomization. Block randomization we can create with the help of computer also. Suppose we have to divide the subjects in two groups, right? Then 2 into 2, 4. 4 block size we have to select minimum in the computer. 4, 6, 8, you can choose any size. Here we are using block size 4, right? And two groups, group A and group B. In two groups we have to divide the subjects. Then computer will create the block design like this. Now see the first row. The first number of the first row is block identifier. Second number is block size. 4 block size we have selected. Third number shows subjects. First subject is assigned to group A like this. In second row, second subject is assigned to group A. In third row, third subject is assigned to group B, and in fourth row, fourth subject is assigned to group B. This is the format of AABB computer has created. Like this, if subjects are more, then computer will create in the format of AABB, then BBAA, then ABAB, then BABA, ABBA and BAAB. If you want to create block randomization, then you can go to this link and create it. This link also I have given in the description box of this video. You can check it. Next is stratified randomization. This is also very interesting. In stratified randomization, we are classifying our subjects according to the different characteristics, right? See here in this example, we have 1000 patients or subjects, right? We have classified them into two characteristics, two divisions. 600 males are there and 400 females are there. Further also we are classifying them. 600 males we have classified into 360 young males and 240 old males. Then we are selecting our subjects for two different groups, right? 360 young males are there. We are dividing them into two groups, half 180 to each group. Like that, 240 old males are there. We are dividing 120 to each group. Like this, we are classifying into different characteristics, and then at last randomly we are selecting our subjects. The last is covariate adaptive randomization. This is also known as minimization. When stratified randomization is not practically possible, we are using this covariate adaptive randomization. In this, we are dividing the subjects according to the characteristic of, for example, less motivated and motivated, right? Half of subjects we are dividing according to these characteristics. From the less motivated subjects, we are dividing these subjects into experimental group and into control group, half to each group. And from the motivated group also, we are dividing half subjects in the experimental group and another half subjects in the control group. So this is all about the characteristics of experimental group. These are three main characteristics, right? Remember it: manipulation, control and randomization. Thank you for watching this video. Like it and subscribe it. In the next part we will see the experimental designs, right?